Hello everybody, welcome back. We have our next nominee for the Women of Louisville. We have here Ashley Graham. Ashley Graham, tell us a little bit about your roots with Louisville.
I actually am new to Louisville. I didn't really know anything about Louisville until we opened the bakery there, kind of got started with the bakery. So I've only really been around Louisville since July of 2019.
So what made you bring your bakery to Louisville?
My boyfriend's uncle actually owns the brewery right next door, part owner of the brewery. So he brought the space to me as an option. Yeah.
We have a lot of ties with our brewery here. Unhitched, we love you guys. We do. We have so many things with them. So tell us your story. How did you get into pastry? Like what made you want to open up a shop?
So I just always baked with my mom when I was little, so it's just kind of always a dream in the back of my head. And then I went to culinary school and I worked at bakeries and I didn't really like it, so but then I just fell back in love with it and the opportunity was brought to me to open the bakery, so.
So did you work at bakeries around here, or?
Yes, so I actually worked as a pastry chef at Gervasi, and then I worked at a bakery in Worcester and a bakery here in Canton.
Very nice. So then brought it here kind of close to home.
Yeah.
A little bit close to home, but so very nice. So tell us a little bit about your challenges with, going to culinary school and then getting into pastry and then working at the different ones and then ultimately deciding to go into that and why it's just so much better to work for yourself.
Well, that's the reason I went into it by myself, because I hated having a boss. So I worked at a couple bakeries and I actually started going to nursing school. And then I got my phlebotomy certificate and I was a phlebotomist at Mercy Hospital for a while. And then while I was working there, he actually brought the space to me for the bakery, and I figured I'm young, so if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it and I'll regret not doing it. So here we are, and we plan to open in October of 2019, but we ran into some issues with the structure of the building and getting that kind of stuff fixed, so we ended up opening in April of 2019, or 2020.
In the heat of it all.
Yes, right in the middle of it all, but Louisville has been beyond supportive from day one, through COVID and everything. So.
I know, I see all the yummy things on Instagram and everybody sharing, and especially Miss Ava. She
loves the cookies.
Amanda's daughter, she's so adorable with her cookies and everything.
She's my favorite visitor.
So you started a different career and then you decided, nope, this is my passion. This is right timing and everything.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
Crazy. Crazy, but awesome.
It's funny how things kind of fall into place, and
absolutely.
it's just you never know where things will take you and everything. So really awesome. So what other accomplishments would you say besides opening the bakery in Louisville?
I feel like that's really probably the biggest accomplishment in my life. I'm still young, so graduating college, was a big accomplishment, but other than that, the bakery is probably the biggest thing.
Culinary school is super awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
My favorite is when you're 19. I went to culinary school as well, and when you're 19, you're tasting wine. You're like, oh, that's part of school.
This is great.
This is part of schooling. You don't do this at your school. I remember I had a half a credit more I needed to graduate, and I picked a class my senior year, and it was spirits. So my last day of college, I made a Brandy Alexander. She presented it to my professor, and he said, "You passed." And I said, "Peace out." And we definitely have a little bit better experience, I feel than a normal college, but it's super awesome. So what is one thing, I think you kind of already mentioned it, but just in case you wanted to add on, what is something that you would tell your younger self?
Just follow your dreams, even if you don't think they're possible. You can go a completely different direction, but your life will bring you right back to where you're supposed to be. So
I think that is very true in a lot of women that we're going to be talking to today. I think that is everything that they stand for, and I think it's the best advice that we can give to anybody, let alone our younger females growing up and everything. Just to if you have an itching for something, go for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ashley, for stopping by. I can't wait to come in the mix in Louisville and get some yummy treats.
Absolutely.
I really like cupcakes. I'm very much of a plain Jane, but if you ever do lavender lemon,
I'll be there.
We do lemon lavender shortbread, so.
I'll be there for that. I'll be there for that.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.